All right, thank you for joining us today. And in this video, we are going to apply the limit properties. Let's jump right in. So now let's assume we have f, Jane, and h, and limit as x is approaching a of f of x is 2, Jane of x is 6, and h of x is equal to 8. So now we are going to use this information to solve this by applying the limit properties. So now let's take the first one. A, what is the limit as s is approaching a of 7f of x? So my question is, which property are we going to use? So in the comment section, you type A, then you mention the name of the property up to the last one, which is Jane, right? So let's go through the process. So this is going to be, I'll bring this one does not depend on x, so I'll bring the 7 out, then I'll have limit x is approaching a of f of x, right? So we don't have this one here, we just send it behind this one. And what is this? This is given here as 2, so we are going to have 7 times 2, and this is going to give us 14. So the first one is going to give us 14. That is very nice. Now let's look at the b. Let's look at the b. We have limit x approaching a 5f of x plus 9 Jane of x. This is the same as limit x is approaching a, then we have 5f of x plus limit x is approaching a 9 f of x. So this one we are using the properties of limit, so we will break them step by step, applying each property. So we can see that after using this property, we have another one here, another property on this one, which looks like the a. So this one can be written as 5 limit as s approaching a f of x plus 9 limit as s approaching a of Jane of x. Now this is given here, which is equal to 2, and this is also given here, which is equal to 6. So we are going to have 5 times 2 plus 9 times 6. So 5 times 2 is 10, 9 times 6 is 54, and we are going to have 64 for the b. So the b is going to give us 64. Now let's look at the c. Let's look at the c. Let's look at the c. So the c, we're looking at limit x is approaching a f of x times Jane of x. So applying the property that you are putting in the comment section, we are going to have limit as x approaching a f of x times limit as x is approaching a 8 of x, which is going to be equal to, okay, so this is giving us 2 and this is giving us 8. Yeah, so we are going to have 2 times 8, which is going to be given us 16. So this is 16. Let's go to D. Let's go to D. So drop your comment on the property that we are going to use. So D, this will be A, then f of x times Jane of x, all divided by 8 of x. So this is going to give us limit x approaching a f of x Jane of x divided by limit x approaching a 8 of x, and this can be written as limit x approaching a of f of x. So we have this function is multiplying this function, so we can use the property of product to do that, and this is going to be limit x is approaching a of 8 of x. So from the question, this is equal to 2 and this is equal to 6 and this is equal to 8. So we are going to have 2 times 6 divided by 8, which is 12 over 8, and 12 over 8 is the same as 3 over 2. So this is going to give us 3 over 2. 3 over 2, applying the properties, right? Good. So now let's look at the E. We have limit x approaching a cubic root of f of x h of x minus 24, right? Yes. So this, applying the property, we are going to have cubic root of limit x is approaching a of f of x h of x minus limit of x, or let me write this one as 24. It's step by step. So let me write this one as 24, right? So this will be cubic root of limit as s is approaching a. Then I will distribute the limit here on this and this on that. So we are going to have f of x gen of x minus limit x approaching a of 24. Now this can be written as limit x approaching a of gen of x. Then this is product rule, so I'll write it as limit x approaching a of h of x minus, now we know that limit of a constant is the constant, so this is going to give us 24. So cubic root of, now from the function f of x is 2, limit as x is approaching a is 2 of f of x is 2, and then h of x is 8. So we are going to have 2 times 8 minus 24, and we are going to have cubic root of 16 minus 24, which is cubic root of negative 8. And cubic root of negative 8 is, I think this is like negative 8 1 over 3, and this can be written as negative 2 to the power 3, which will give us good. So that one should give us negative 2 as the result. So we are going to have negative 2 for the E, negative 2. Now let's do the gene before we come and do the F, right? Let's go through the gene before we come and do the F. So let me just do the gene here. So the gene is going to give us limit x is approaching a f of x all to the power 2. So using the property that you are typing it in the comment section, we are going to have limit as x approaching a all squared, and the one in the bracket here from the question is 2, right? So we are going to have 2 squared, which is equal to 4, right? So now let's look at the F. So the F, I'm guessing who will get the F, the property of F, correct? All right, so I'll check the comment section to see the one who had the F correct, because I didn't talk about the F in the properties when we were looking at the properties of the limit. So let's see who will get it right. So let's go to the F. So F, we have limit x is approaching a plus 2 times f of x minus 2, right? So first we can see that we have the idea of, or we have this property, constant multiple rule. So constant multiple rule is 2 out, x is approaching this, then f of x minus 2. Now this is the one that I'm looking for. So what property is that? So you put your comment. So this is what I'm looking at. What will be the property? So write it in the comment section. So now here we don't have any function of this form, like we don't have any condition here, any information on this. So we need to make sure that we manipulate to get one of this. And mostly, since the function is in terms of x, we need to do it in a such a way that it will be like this. So I'll let u to be equal to x minus 2. So I want to make sure that this is a single value because this is a single value here, right? Then what will be, what will be u when x is equal to, so we are going to assume that um s is equal to a plus 2, right? So what will be u? So since u is equal to x minus 2 and x is equal to a plus 2, then u will be equal to a plus 2 minus 2, and u is also going to be a, right? So now let's do backward substitution. We are going to have 2 limit. Now we want to change the values to u, right? So now x is approaching a plus 2, but since we are changing u, we can see that u is equal to a here. So we are going to have u is approaching a, then f, and we saw that this is also equal to u. So we are going to have f of u. Right. Now let me abuse notation here by saying let u equals to x, so that we will have 2 limit as s is approaching a f of x. So now we can see that this is u, but we are saying that u is equal to x, and this is u, we are saying that u is equal to x here. And from the information, this right here is equal to 2, which is here. So we are going to have 2 times 2, which is going to give us 4. So this is going to give us 4. This one too, we had 4.